Hey guys, welcome back to Our Beautiful Life. Oh, it was grueling, it was hard, and it frustrates you. And I can't tell you how many times we were probably yelling at a phone trying. Oh, if I tell you what, lawyers probably benefit you is that they are waiting on hold to talk to USCIS because no one's getting through. I can tell you that I have sat on hold with USCIS to talk to someone for 2 hours. For 2 hours. Only to get a number that they will call me back from. And if you don't answer, you will sit on hold for another 2 hours waiting for a phone call again. So if you need to call USCIS throughout your process, be prepared to sit on hold for a long amount of time. And if they have to call you back to talk to you, they will tell you the phone number that you need to answer. So if your phone has one of those things where it blocks numbers, be sure that you save USCIS's phone number into your phone and that you take that phone call because they will not call you back.
Because they not the USCIS original worker open the phone. They open the Indian worker, India people, maybe in the India. This is not about the USCIS worker. Yes, this is correct. People
They're immigrants. There's immigrants working.
Yeah. Don't believe the USCIS office. This is so rude office. This is never any people touch this is office worker. You know, this is just president touch. This is company. Just president and senator. If you have any problem, never lawyer find the solution, never anybody, never you call. They don't care. They close the phone you face. They so rude. They say, fuck the go. What are you doing? Yeah, this is correct.
So you see, I tell you,
Yeah,
he has got things to say.
For that, if you doing the every documentary, very checked, very correct. If you have any problem, I'm so sorry, you time wasting. Maybe month, 4 months, 6 months, maybe years. But if you late thing for USCIS, they don't approve your file, you just contact doing with your senator. Just that. This is option.
That is an option, and if you go to your local senator's website, you will find the instructions for how to do that. There is a form on most senators' websites that tell you what you have to do. So my husband's process did not go over time, but his daughter's process went well outside of the window that was expected. So we did change her address every time we moved. We constantly were calling USCIS to find out what was going to happen. And like he's saying, USCIS will say to you, I'm so sorry. There's nothing I can do.
Yeah, you need to wait.
So it did help me. We lived in Nevada at the time that our girl came to live with us finally, and it was because of the senator there. She was wonderful. She was on it.
She has finished this file in the 1 week.
That is correct.
Just 1 week.
And we had called and called and called. So if you are experiencing delays and you do have problems and you can't get the answers that you need, do reach out to your representatives and your senators because they can help you. But know this, if you start a process with another person to help you, the senator cannot necessarily help you if somebody else is already in the process of helping you. So do be aware that I would just say go to your senator. Go to your senator if you need help and you're outside of your window, because if you live in Nevada, there's an amazing senator there.
Yeah, so many people don't know this is senator event, but every senator, every state senator inside have option. If you open the U senator website, they have immigrant option.
They do.
They doing the help for everything.
They do, and
not
they
just
can.
USCIS about everything about. What you need to help about the government, they absolutely help doing for you.
That is correct. That is correct. If you have done your process and you've done your due diligence and you're not getting anywhere, do reach out to your senator because that is what they are there for, and they will help you. I promise you they will help you. We have had help inside of Texas and we have had help inside of Nevada. We started our process in Wisconsin. Like I said, we've moved a few times during our 5.5 years, but our girl should never have had to wait that long. And it was said numerous times by USCIS, we don't understand why she had to wait so long. come to find out, there were 2 boxes checked, and that wasn't said to us until her process was overdue. And it was very devastating to learn that fact after. Of course, she was approved, and then we ended up waiting. After the senator got her approved, we were waiting a long time for NBC to send the documents to the consulate for an interview. And know this, NBC does send those documents to the consulate. The consulate does not have any power to do that. They can help your process.
Yeah, they talking clear. They talking clear because they say, oh, okay, we need to wait you country inside the console when available to give you interview day. And do you remember I'm talking in Istanbul console and they say, we every day available for that. This is MVC Central in USA. They give to for interview day. They ask for us, are you available this is day? And we say, okay. If they never ask for anything, we don't know, you file.
But the consulate can reach out to NBC on your behalf. It's not going to happen though, but they can.
This is so headache process.
It is. It's a very
Yeah.
it's a very hard process. My husband's process took about 9 months for him to come to the United States, and during that time, COVID happened. So right after I came back to the United States after we got married, COVID hit, and all the government offices closed. Already in America, you can't go into a government office without an appointment, but now you couldn't get a hold of anybody either.
They want say in USCIS office. Workers say me you need to go Ankara for stamp.
So what he's talking about is when we moved, we had to make an appointment. So when you do come into the United States, there's a process about getting your Social Security card and a process about getting your green card and your driver's license and all sorts of things, which we can cover in another video. Suffice to say that he did not get his green card, and it was almost time for it to renew. Like, you have a 2-year temporary green card when you come to the United States, and you need a permanent resident card.
Yeah, first time you have to visa. This is green card visa. This is 6 months expiry day. And 6 months inside need to you green card. If you don't have green card, you never leave to this country, or you never start to work,
So
you never take the driving
they
license.
put your visa on your passport from your country, and it is your temporary green card. It expires after a certain amount of time, and we had to go to USCIS because his temporary visa was about to expire. And do you know, the worker told my husband he needed to go to Ankara for his consular
New visa.
appointment, and thankfully there was someone who was a manager above the gentleman, and we just needed a new stamp. We just needed a new stamp, but it seems like one hand doesn't always know what the other hand is doing, especially if you move. That's why I say if you're gonna move.
No, for that every file so late. They never professional. They never know what are you doing.
It did seem like one hand did not know what the other hand was doing in our experience. And I know some people have had a really smooth experience, and because they had a lawyer, they didn't know all the nonsense that goes on behind the scenes with an immigration process. Just be prepared for the unexpected, and always have your ducks in a row, always have your information, because they were legitimately wanting him to go back to Turkey for another interview, and we're like, hey, wait a minute now, he already had his interview. No. Look.
It's not tourist visa.
So when he first came into the United States, it used to be when you did your USCIS process, when you immigrated and you were coming into your port, you had a packet of paperwork that was supposed to be coming with you.
Yeah.
But
I've started
during COVID, they had started the process of doing that
online.
all electronically.
Yeah.
And there was a little pamphlet that had information on it. And there was a notification on his little temporary visa that said all of this information and said what documents and everything, all the file numbers were in this
Yeah.
thing.
This is inside the online. You need to look to this is number. They write this is, and they don't know this is worker, other worker, who is worker, I don't know. I say to hi USCIS worker because I'm now US citizen, no problem. They don't see this is number for that 6 month or more, don't come to my green card. Manager look at the say, they never find the you file. Where is your yellow envelope? I say, okay, they don't give me any envelope because I start the electronic system first time. He say, okay, these stupid people don't find the U file for that you green card not print. I say, excuse me, and they write the email. Who doing this is very smart worker. They write the email, manager write, say, hey bro, he is electronic start. You don't see his electronic visa inside the file number? Yeah, and they sent this is worker, smart worker, USCIS worker, and after next week my green card coming because they stupid. They don't know what doing the work. Maybe this is not USCIS government worker before. I'm sure this is because I'm in government coming. I'm manager. I'm child time start. This is school. I'm absolutely they outside to market worker, maybe McDonald's worker going to USCIS inside New York. For that
Tamam,
every day.
tamam kocacığım, tamam.
You need to go fight with
Yeter.
USCIS people every time.
Don't fight people.
Don't fight, I'm just laughing.
Don't
Go
fight
to
people.
senator.
Don't fight people. He's kidding. You don't want to get in trouble in your green card process, okay? Don't get in trouble. Don't get a ticket. Not don't get a ticket. If you get a ticket, be sure to tell him you got a ticket, but don't get in trouble. Don't get arrested, okay? Don't do it. Don't fight people.
And you never find any USCIS worker open the phone. What you need to say? How is you talking with USCIS people in the phone if you call? You need to say tier 1? Tier 2?
Tier, I don't remember.
Like the same tier 2, I think so. You need to say this.
Don't say speak to an agent because the system will hang up on you. I will just tell you that now. If you say speak to an agent, Emma will tell you, I can help you with everything that you need. Please speak in clear, concise sentences. And if you ask that question again, I will disconnect this call. So Emma will disconnect the call on you if you keep asking for an agent, just so you know. But the USCIS security told you who to ask for.
Security told me because I'm going to office inside, I'm call phone every time, automatic system coming, talking, blah, 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 blah. We never find any people for talking. I'm go to office in Houston. I say, bro, I need the appointment. How is I take the fucking appointment in the phone? And after he is laughing and he say, you need to open the phone and say, I want to talk in tier 2. And after automatic system send you anybody directly.
Yes, you have to use the right language when you're calling the system. So when my husband came to the United States, he did get his Social Security card pretty quickly. That did come. But like he said, his green card didn't come. And you need your green card to get your driver's license.
Yeah. And after we learn, this is passport visa, this is green card visa, like the green card, and driver license, they need to approve your driver license with you visa. They say, this is not possible. But yes, this is possible. We after talking to DME manager, or they say, okay, you are say correct. You visa like the green card because you visa inside write you green card number too. This is your green card. And they need to approve it. Yeah, but
when you go to DMV,
yeah.
you pretty much do need your. We found out you do need your green card, whether that be your temporary visa green card on your passport. You do need your Social Security number, and sometimes your Social Security number doesn't come to your house. Sometimes you need to go to the Social Security office and do that in person. I don't think we had to, did we? Yours came to the house without us
Yeah,
going.
this.
But when his daughter came to the United States, they had to go to the Social Security office and do her Social Security number in person.
Just wait the 2 weeks, maximum 1 month. When you come to in USA, you just wait maximum 1 month. If they never come anything, you need to find option. Don't wait more. If you wait more, they doesn't care because this is a problem. This problem never finish. You need to go. Hey bro, I hate the problem.
So one of the things that happened was I changed my name on my passport in order to go back to Turkey and fly with my husband back because he didn't speak English, and he did need me to help him in the United States in the airport the way that he helped me in Turkey in the airport. So during our USCIS fiasco, the passport office was also not processing passports. So it took 6 months for me to get my passport with my married name on it. I had already had my driver's license, my social security card, all this other stuff was changed, but my passport that I needed desperately came just in the nick of time for me to go to Turkey to come back with my husband in tow. So we went to Turkey. I went to Turkey to get him when he had his NVC interview in Ankara. And you have to have a passport photo, but let's talk about that. Okay, let's talk about that because USA passport photo size is different than a Turkish
Every
passport
country
photo.
is different, yeah.
So you need to find somebody who will do a US passport photo for you because the Turkish passport photo is actually a little bit bigger.
6 inch, yeah.
So we had to go take new passport photos for him for his interview. And something that you should know is when your documents when your case gets approved.
They want for visa to like the USA passport size, 5 by 5.
Mm-hmm.
But in Turkey, we general 6 by 6. You need to say, okay, I need the 5 by 5 photo, USA passport photo, and they do it together.
So I had to bring all of my original documents back to Turkey with me when I came. That was another Actually, I mailed my documents because I wasn't sure if I was going to make it in time for his interview. And that was an experience too. Don't mail your documents. Don't mail your documents. Don't mail your documents overseas if you need to do it urgently, because my documents got more travel than me during COVID. They were all over America until they finally made it to Turkey. But I did have to bring some documents with me because when you get approved finally for your NVC interview, they tell you don't cancel your lease, don't close your bank accounts, don't bank on you winning this interview. Okay, they tell you this isn't a guarantee that you're going to get your green card, your temporary green card. But when you go to this appointment, your interview, you have to have all of the evidence that you submitted for your I-130, the original copies. They want to see them. You're not going to give them your original copies. Never, ever give your original copies to the USCIS officer, okay? You're going to give copies of it, but they do want to see your original documents. So you need to have those original documents, not just for this interview, but throughout your entire process of this. Until you become a U.S. citizen, you need every single document that you gave to your I-130 throughout your entire process. You need these entire documents. So just be aware that whatever documents you submitted initially and any new evidence that you submit showing, however long your process takes and you add new evidence, you need to bring all of those documents with you to every appointment. All of the documents. We have big, giant photo albums of documents. Every time you go, you need those documents. So don't get rid of any documents. Don't get rid of any documents, and keep track of the documents that you submitted, because those documents are going to go with you throughout your entire process. So just know that your documents are going to go with you throughout your entire process. So we went to Turkey. He did his interview with his books of evidence.
Oh my God. Two file. Photo album and all document, you document, my document.
Also, they want to know what social media you're on. So if you have social media accounts, the USCIS wants to know about them. Don't lie, because they'll find it, okay?
No, this is original law now. They open every YouTube account.
I'm saying whatever you have,
Facebook,
tell them the
Instagram.
truth, because they will open it. My husband said that he sold on Amazon, and the USCIS officer opened his Amazon seller account. So whatever you say,
And they see me review. How many review doing in my account? I'm shocked. I say, excuse me, how is you see my product review? Who, what writing? And they just laugh.
So don't buy your tickets ahead of time either. But my husband was very confident in himself, and we did book those tickets before he won his interview. And when he got his interview, he knew right away that he was approved. Then you pay more fees.
They so professional. They understand you. You are correct meditating or fake meditate.
So here's the situation. USCIS in the consulate is going to ask you questions about your spouse. It's more intense now. And the spouse who's applying for the I-130 for their spouse may have to answer questions too. I would say get to know your spouse really well.
My interview maximum 5 minutes. We just general talking. But I see before my going to one people, they maybe 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes, they doing ask, more question.
Well, I think if you don't know the answers, maybe they keep asking you questions.
No, if they don't believe, if you don't have good document, and if they don't believe you, they doing the more question. But if they believe you, if your documentary is strong, if you picture strong, if you say, yes, we are married correct. Yes, we are married correct. We're going everywhere. We think everything. But what they ask me more? They just generally ask, okay, what is your wife name? What doing your wife work? Where is you live? Where is you going? Or family event. She's family
But
event.
some things they might want to know is, the shampoo that your spouse uses, or
yes, if they don't believe you, they ask.
What color are the drapes in the bedroom, or
especially in USA. You're going to in USCIS office, the original worker ask you if you married in USA. They ask this is so hard.
I'd say we were very lucky through our process, as far as for my husband, as far as how quickly his process went through. It was 9 months that we weren't together, but it can take longer than 9 months for your spouse to join you in the USA. So just also be prepared for that separation that does happen with USCIS. I think that was the hardest part, is that I was newly married to this man, and we didn't live together during almost the first entire year of our marriage.
Absolutely. I'm in the interview. Inside, I have so stressful, but my wife in the hotel. She's not care. She's with just me.
You cannot go with your spouse into the consulate.
Yeah.
So I was in Ankara in a hotel room, waiting eagerly to find out how his interview went. And we were very excited because he did get approved.
And don't buy the plane ticket after interview day, 2 day, 3 day, because in consul take you passport. And I think every country same process. You give your passport in consul, and they take the visa and they send you passport in your home address. This is the every country change, but you need wait 1 week minimum. After we take the interview date after 10 days.
How long was I in Turkey? Was it 3 weeks the second time, or 2 weeks?
No, 1 week inside coming my passport, but we
so close to my plane ticket date.
Yeah. 10 days after we take the plane ticket. Yeah, you need to learn this is every process, you country inside. But if you think in Turkey, yeah, this is you need minimum after 10 day plane ticket. If you
Don't buy your plane ticket
yeah.
ahead because if you do, you're going to have to change it. And honestly, the consulate tells you not to buy your plane tickets, not to sell your house, not to do anything until you finish your process. They do tell you that prior to your interview, not to consider this interview as a guarantee of your green card. So, needless to say, his green card was approved. We've gone through the whole process and, he's a citizen now. But I think that we'll talk more about that as we go along because there's lots of stuff to talk about. And he's very passionate, as you can tell. So I hope to see you guys back. And if you have any questions, drop them below and we'll try to answer them. If there's something specific you want to know about the green card process, our style's a little bit chaotic, but we have lots of good information to share. So if you think of something specific, please ask. We're happy to help. We're happy to help you in your process if we can. So if you like us, like, subscribe, and follow. See you soon.